Hardwood season, it's basketball season. Get the referees out,
get indoors.
Get indoors.
All this cold weather come, all this wind blowing. Yeah, it's gonna bring a cold front in, so we can go inside the gym, catch some basketball.
All right, so Thomas, you saw some games this past week. You saw Mumford last night. They played Overton. Mumford girls prevailed 49-14. I know Mumford boys just fell short. So talk about that game with me for a few.
Well, with the girls, Mumford girls are always going to be well coached, as long as Steve Poindexter is on the sideline. He has some talent over the years, and this year there's no big name, but look out for number 15, Miss Cooper. She's going to be the facilitator, but he has some other pieces. They're going to come along, and they're going to be tough against everybody they play. Now, jumping over to boys action, Overton is for real. Isaiah Regler, that young man is a legit D1 player. They have a great young point guard, Jordan Frizza. He's awesome, hit some Steph Curry type shots towards the end of that game to help pull away. But Mumford is going to be real solid in the 3A division this year. Coach Nick Buford has some solid pieces. Two young point guards that he has to work and get them, familiar with this level of basketball. But they're going to be well coached. He makes great adjustments. So look for Mumford to make some noise in 3A and Overton to make some noise in 4A.
There was a huge victory for the Militant basketball team yesterday. They beat Lausanne Lynx 69-67. Granbury had 39 points for the Trojans to prevail at home. And congratulations to Jason Nichols, the girls basketball coach at Militant as well. They're off to a 2-0 start, just like Coach Gates' boys basketball team is off to a 2-0 start. They played Treasant this past, was it Monday?
Yeah, Monday, and I was there for that game. Seth Granbury is going to be the facilitator leader on that team. Dropping 39 points is not a surprise from Seth Granbury. And that's one of the all-time best performances for a Trojan, period. I think his school record is like 56 points. He's not too far off of that. Then Joel Gates and his young team, watch for a young guy named B.J. Gilmore, a senior, a transfer that's into the Millington program. Man, they're efficient, and Millington is playing a lot smarter. Josh Harris on the inside is doing a good job. Diego Reyes is going to be solid on in the interior as well, helping out Harris. So Millington's going to be very competitive this year, and they're also in the 3A division on the opposite side of Mumford. They're in there with Bolton, Raleigh Egypt, Craigmont, and Fayette West. Then as for the girls, Jason Nichols has groomed his team for this. He has a four-headed monster, 4 senior guards that are going to be solid. Now, we know about Micaiah Halliburton, and what she can do, very athletic. McGee, she's an outside shooter. Bonner, she's the attacker on defense. But the one that's going to be the key to this whole operation for the Lady Trojans, Kayla Dawson. Watch out for her. As she goes, this team will go. And then they can establish the post. Millington will be real solid this year and scare a lot of people in that 3A division.
There were some other, teams that did play this week, like Connie Rome girls, Houston girls that played Harding this past week. But Briarcrest girls are like they're going to be pretty good as well this year. And then the Briarcrest boys, from top to bottom, they're going to be pretty well. Cooper Haynes and Jay Nash back for the Briarcrest Saints. Christian Brothers is the team to watch out for. They're Chandler Jackson and Florida State Tiny. Bartlett basketball is going to be good for boys and girls. Yeah. So if anybody really wants to go out and watch some basketball this Saturday, Bartlett High School is the place to go from 10 o'clock in the morning until 7:30 at night. We got Cordova boys playing. We didn't play last year due to COVID. And there's a lot of teams in general that didn't play last year due to COVID. So there'll be a lot of question marks to me, just because you'll see some new faces on both sides of the ball, or both sides on boys and girls. Well, I just want to give y'all my top 10 this, Thomas did one for football, so I'm just going to do one for boys basketball real quick.
Okay.
So don't be ashamed, right?
Wait. Let me stand up for the young ladies. You're not doing one for girls basketball?
Well,
you need a little bit more time and research.
Absolutely, because there has been a lot of transfers, regarding girls basketball this season. regarding, and then there are a lot of players did
What Arlington had and all that stuff.
And there is a lot of teams on girls basketball alone that kind of didn't play last year due to COVID. So a lot of question marks on the girls basketball side. So you got to get back to me in the next couple of weeks regarding that.
So before you give your top 10, let me give you one more crossover. All these teams have a new division that they're going to be in because we have 4A basketball in the state of Tennessee. So keep in mind, that's going to affect your rankings down the line.
Absolutely.
Because they got to play different opponents, new rivalries and all that. But let's hear with John's top 10.
All right, let's start out with number 10. I'm going to go with the Tipton Rosemont Rebels. You know, number 10, because Tyler Boyd, you know, stood out guard for Tipton Rosemont.
Now, that's one of the teams in my coverage. I went and visited them this past week. They only got 8 people on the roster.
Really?
Yeah, so they're going to be thin.
Wow.
Tyler Bird is going to have to, him and Alexander Blue, going to have to carry the load. Now,
do they have a JV squad? They help them out?
Yeah, they have 8th graders, so it's really thin. The program is really thin. Alex Anderson, who graduated and went on to South Alabama, was a glue guy. So, but he's no longer there. So, but his dad is still there. They're going to have a fighting chance.
Absolutely. And then number 9, I'm going to go with Mufford. You know, Mufford won some district championships in the tournament the last couple of seasons. So from experience with Jordan Bell as a sophomore now, back from football, I think Mufford will be in the top 10.
Yeah, you got Poindexter at the guard, and Michael Levy, 6'7" wing that can play interior. Yeah, they got this shot.
I'm going to go with number 8 with ECS just because they've been there before. And they lost a good coach in Willie Jenkins, but they got a veteran coach in Amy Sanders who's got some basketball background by being the national championship coach in Southwest. So ACS is my number 18. I know they lost Cam Jones' graduation, but ECS is still going to be top in their division as well. Houston, number 7. I know they lost Mike Miller as their basketball coach, but they still got Maverick Miller as well. So Maverick Miller, you know, for Houston is still going to be, I think, the top guard in the city to look out for. Okay. Number 6, Collierville. They got some transfers in. They lost, you know, they got a new coach in Cedric Henderson right now. But I think with Collierville making the state last year, they could definitely be a sleeper team in that new district, you know, as well. Number 5, Briarcrest, Jay Nash, Cooper Haynes, and they've been there before in the state tournament with Coach John Harrington at the helm.
Okay. And they know success, so they do.
Number 4, MUS. They haven't made the state tournament in so many years lately. But the thing is, they got a lot of talent from their sophomore guards to upperclassmen that could help them out in the long run.
Okay.
Number 3, FACS.
I was waiting to hear that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you know Coach Wilkes has definitely got his teams going into the tournament, state tournament the last couple of seasons. They need to get over that hump and make the state championship game because they've had the talent the last couple of years, and this senior year class is loaded from top to bottom for the FACS Crusaders.
They're here to do it.
Number 2, Christian Brothers. Chandler Jackson, and when you got Bubba Luckett on the sideline, you know he's going to bring some wins in the Christian Brothers this year in general. And number 1, the Bartlett Painters, because Omar Knox, J.R. Jacobs, Coach Reel has been there before. This is going to be this year's district, like we talked about with Mumford. They got a new district as well. The Bartlett district is loaded from top to bottom. You got Arlington, Bartlett, Cordova, Germantown, Houston, Collierville, and Southwind in the district this year. Yeah, so it's going to be loaded. It's like the ACC basketball for college basketball.
Very true. And but they are the favorites, and they're going to play a tough schedule throughout November and December, straight up to January and February. So no pun intended, but we're going to see that for real.
If anybody wants to catch some basketball, like I mentioned, catch out some basketball games. Just look at like some schedules on Max Preps or Coach T, or even following their Twitter accounts on social media, Western media.
They have the updates and everything. So let's get ready to go. Enjoy the holiday season. No better way than MLK tournaments coming up next week throughout Memphis. A lot of great teams going to be there as well. Great traditional program there that they have for that tournament. Then I'm going to be out at Fayette Academy in December. So you have no excuse not to see future stars playing today.
And everyone have a great Thanksgiving. And thank y'all.
We taking next week off?
Absolutely. We're going to take the week off.
He's giving me next week off. Yay!
So everybody have a great Thanksgiving. Enjoy your Black Friday shopping out there. And just be careful, be safe. And look forward to basketball season the next couple of weeks on John.